Aries, Aries, Aries. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your September 2019 tarot reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Uranus. And for cross-watchers, hopefully cross-watchers, you're always welcome here. Thanks so much for joining me at this little moment in space and time here at this YouTube channel for this reading. This is a general reading for sign of Aries. Take what resonates, spit out the rest, okay? Don't forget to check your other signs, your other aspects, okay? Please, as well, Aries, I ask that you set an intention for the reading. Maybe have a pen and paper ready. Kind of stuff like, it goes rather quick. Instead of watching it twice, jot down the high points and you can use them. I want these, hopefully these readings can be useful to you. And in that note, I want to pull a Power Oracle card for an overall energy for you guys. Then we're going to jump into some tarot. Okay, we're going to pull a poker hand because we've been doing it for all signs for an additional message. And then a romance angel for one last message for those of you that are interested in love and romance coming at the end. Okay, and our theme for this month and for this reading is going to be that of angelic assistance. We pulled the card of angel assistance. Very beautiful, very vibrant card. And it is kind of like in awareness and in remembrance that your angel, your angelic team, your angelic guides, they're all there for you. Oh, hopefully we didn't cut his head off there. So with the angel being there, being by your side. Angels have been with you, Aries, since the day you came into the world. And they maybe not always the same team, maybe not always the same angel, but you've always had this divine protection from angel attendance, angel assistance, angel awareness, all this stuff. You may be having some very spiritual experiences this month, or you may actually be in a situation where adversity, whether self-imposed or not, is causing you to reach out and communicate with your angels. They're always there. You just have to voice that concern or that desire to communicate and for assistance, and then it can be there for you, right? It can be there for you. Issues of faith, matters of spirit, hope, belief system, ideals, all that stuff coming into play for you, Aries, this month with this card of angelic assistance. What are you turning over to spirit? What is just too much to deal with? You guys are great at ramming ahead, pushing forward, conquering any obstacle that comes your way. But then it's kind of like a matter of endurance too. When you do that day in, day out, 365 days a year, or how the kids say 24/7, sometimes it just drains the old battery, and before you know it, you're running on the reserve tank or running on fumes, running on empty before you know it. So how do we become aware of those times where it's time to like stop, recharge the batteries, reassess, all those kind of things coming up. All right, your cards are well shuffled, Aries. I'm going to give them a cut and wish everybody watching the best in all things. Peace, prosperity, joy, bliss, abundance, happiness, honor, truth, health, wealth, all that stuff. For infinite blessings, the well-wishing on this channel will continue. It's our cornerstone. It's our hype, as it were, Aries. Okay, and again, thanks for being here. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. Overall energies, the Six of Pentacles. That's right. No funny business. You guys are taking no guff, and you're giving no quarter. What is expected of others and what others expected of you, you're willing to maintain the status quo. You're ready to give, as long as what's coming in is equal to or balancing into that which you are giving. So some of our Aries, I just get this sense that all your hard work is coming to fruition. There could be some big payoffs, gifts, and other things that are coming your way through the month of September with this Six of Pentacles. This is a very karmic card indeed as well. So it's kind of like, make sure that your expectations in others and relationships and all that stuff is communicated openly and freely, because it's very tough. You might be very intuitive, Aries, and be able to like, I know exactly what they're thinking. I know exactly what they want. But it has that ability to be like, well, they must know exactly what I want too. Or have I not been very straightforward? But sometimes it can take other people, a little bit of time, or sometimes they second guess, well, what does Aries really want aside from what they said? So you might need to just be reassuring people, being like, nope, my word is my word. This is exactly what I expect from you. And kind of reiterating or re-asking, do you understand? This could be in like platonic, this could manifest in many ways, but mostly like platonic work type environments, or like investments, partnerships, things of that nature coming to be highlighted here as well. All right. Look for harmony in your day-to-day life and advancement alongside your water signs this month. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Be very assisting to you, or could be beneficial in giving you a go-ahead, a thumbs up, or some support or understanding. Communication as well could be very well. And a depth of emotion. This angelic assistance being like, well, sometimes it's not always just so mechanical. It's not always just so mundane. Sometimes like on that endurance piece, what we're putting in, there you could have some very strong emotional attachments to your life path or where you're particularly going this month. There could be a lot of feels behind things. Maybe you're going out of your way to help somebody and it brings you to a point of like an emotional release. That's okay. Allow it to happen. It could be quite a topsy-turvy or just an outrightly great month for you guys to be expressing from a point of emotion to bridge these gaps of communication. And it might set people back, like, oh my God, Aries, why are you crying? Or why are you so upset? Right? Why is it? Because it's almost as if you're dipping in the ladle to this emotional intelligence to be like, this can assist me in terms of getting my point across. This can assist me. And it goes beyond just fiery passion and charging ahead. This comes from a point of like true points of expression where people are like, oh my goodness, and they'll be resonating with you a lot closely. So thank you, King of Cups. It's nice to see you there. We've got another 6 up here. All right. Don't worry. If it is feeling a little bit mundane, a little bit mechanical, a little bit nitty gritty, this could be a sign or an indication that Aries is awakening up to like new creative angles on things. You might need to put a new spin on an old trick. You might need to put a new face or resurface or clean up anything in your life that's feeling like creatively a little bit dilapidated or old or worn out. Things of this nature. The 6 of Wands is up here in a reverse fashion in your creative centers as well. Again, asking you to be like very mindful of karmic situations in regards to like you have to be aware of like victories are great, but hollow victories that are done where it's like, whoever comes out with the short end of the stick, you want to make sure that you're reaching back and you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm an Aries, sorry, here, let me give you a hand back up here. I'm going to charge ahead regardless. You don't want to be leaving people in the wake without much attendance to spirit because you don't want to be generating anything negatively karmic. So be on the lookout or be wary of like situations, maybe people asking you to get involved where it's like, well, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's just do it. Don't worry. They'll be fine. And you're like, you know what? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, we could make great gains, but at what is the cost, to maybe another person's integrity, well-being, all that stuff. Hopefully you're not too many Aries watching that are involved in this stuff. It's just saying be on the mindful lookout of that as well. Or people asking you just to compete for the sake of like one-upsmanship, things like that. You might be finding yourself, I was going to say a little bit defensive, but we've got this reversal on here. So this is about truly being open. This is about you guys actually really opening your heart this month and deepening levels of your senses of compassion and integrity and all that stuff and being like, I am an Aries, I'm a front runner, but I'm a part of the bigger picture too. I'm a part of the larger purposeness in the collective. So you may find yourself being very willing to engage in community, giving back, all of that stuff. You guys are like really in give mode, I feel, and this is really nice for you. And the immediate gains, immediate returns, they're going to be important to you. But remember, it's just fly with your wings spread wide open. Nothing's going to hurt you. Nothing's going to bring you down. You should be feeling safe. It should be that immediate connection of like when you give, when you put yourself out there, immediately, intuitively, intrinsically, instinctively, innately, it feels safe. And when it does that, you know exactly that you're on the right path and that it was meant to be and that you're going in that right direction. That's a beautiful card to see there. Really nice message. Now we've got the Queen of Cups reversed up into our heart. So now Aries, some of our Aries are looking at their situations and their relationships with their water signs. Again, we've got Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer energies up here as well. It might be time to hit the reset button. Okay, what's passion? What's love? What's compassion? And these are the communicative things about the give and receive in relationships now that we have. Things might on the surface be like, yes, I'm in tune, I'm in touch with my emotions and the others of the emotion, right? But people around you, your closest relationship, people, you're going to be like a flag waver. People are going to notice. And it's not for attention or anything weird. It's just they're going to be like, wow, there's been a significant change in Aries, in their attitudes, in their approach, in their engagement, levels of engagement, and the nature, the angle from which they come at it. And it's like you might have a little bit of explaining to do with being like, you know what, I just feel a little bit more compassion. I feel a little bit more giving. I've come into touch with deeper levels of faith and belief. And this is just kind of how I'm learning to express it. And you might need to actually communicate that very openly. I'm curious to see what's up in your communicative centers. Yeah, because it's been a long time coming, right? These are things that are on the coulda, shoulda, woulda list. They're returning to you this September, for you to look at them. You actually have this ability to reach down, take an action point, and pick up those cups so that they can be refilled again. You know, it's kind of like, what is that old saying? Nothing lasts forever. Nothing is forever. Or, it's those, never say never. You haven't, or perhaps you perceive that you've passed points of no return with things, people, with the way that you are. This is about returning to a reset point to be like, no, there's no need. Being set in my ways on these particular issue or that particular aspect may have served you very well for a number of years, but it's become tiresome. The endurance, it's like it's run out. And you're like, I wish I could just reset that. So this is about angelic assistance and inner work to go back and do some of this emotional resetting. The King and Queen of Cups are up here with the 5 being like, wow, a wave or a wash of emotion and well-being is coming over our Aries friends here. So if you're, wow, now we've got the 8 of Cups, right? And they're going to be looking for a connection, Aries. You really are. You're going to be looking to, kind of bind yourself to something that is meaningful towards you, something that gives you sustenance. There's some meat. It's not just all like airy-fairy or like in theory or in ideology. This is like hardcore, concrete things and sustenance about, like we said, seeing the return on investment, seeing the benefit and being able to have your cups filled up. It's going to take some inner work, and perhaps some of you are going to be adjusting the natures of your relationships with angels and with your lovers and everything, so that you are in a position, because your lover or your person, they could be really trying to help fill up your cup, but they're finding it very difficult to do so until Aries actually slows down and dips a ladle in deeper, resets all those cups up, and it's like, yes, I am open to being loved. I am open to having all the blessings and all the gifts that people are wanting to show me. There's no need to be too proud. There's no need to be so assertive, so forthright all the time. This is really relaxing into the finer aspects of yourself. And they're so deep and they're so beautiful when you decide to do that, Aries. It's wonderful. Coming up here, we've got Star card reverse coming in from Source. Set goals to the side for now. Yes, you probably do have approaching deadlines. Yes, you probably do have short-term goals, performance goals, and things that you want to reach. This is Source asking you, see how it feels just to set those aside for 2 weeks, 30 days, and just be very present and appreciative in the present moment. You may find that some of your goals this month, you achieve them without even trying. You achieve them without even that mechanical, mundane, like, I'm going to get it done. You just relax back, and you're going to see which goals, which aspects, which cups can be refilled back up without even trying. This is attaining without trying. This is old Yoda, there is no try, there is only do. And you may actually find that you're just able to relax into it, to let certain situations just be, and then the return comes back to you and be like, guess what, Aries, it's all done, it's all fixed up, you're shiny, you're brand new again, you're ready to go. And that's awesome. That's good energy to have. And I hope that you have some faith and courage and belief from your angelic assistants to allow that to happen, because that seems to be like almost like a little challenge, or what Source is being like, hey, there are some karmic lessons this month. There are some karmic things going on that they want you to be aware of. And whether you're aware of it or not, it's just asking you to relax your grip a little bit, I guess, as well. I'm going to pull a poker hand for you now, Aries. Libra is the sign to beat, believe it or not, with a pair of aces this month, but they do need the luck. They do need, there's an ace up for you. This is new love, more cups for our Aries, more new emotion, okay? And we've got a 9, a 5, a 10, and a wild card. All right, so before you even draw, Aries, you guys, you're so awesome. You've got, with the wild card being here, a pair of aces as well. So some of our Aries, they're going to be expressing a fresh new start, but they're going to, like I said in the tarot reading, it's about putting a new angle, a new spin on old things. That's going to be very apparent because 9 and 10 of Wands is like, it's calling for that. We're almost out of gas in terms of the old endurance meter or the stamina meter, I guess you could say. And you need to be refreshed, and it's about taking some time off, okay? We definitely need to get rid of things that are rooted in any sort of like jealousy or like that, those hollow victories, or doing things at other people's expenses, or if you feel like you're being a little bit utilized to a point where it's like you're unable to see the benefit for you and yours in the situation. We need to get rid of that situation. There are some certain things that you're going to be cutting out this month that don't serve you, and you'll be able to recognize those things because they'll be rooted in what is not promoting or helping you progress, and what is actually leading to additional stress. Okay, let's hold on to this wild card and this ace, see if we can come up with a better hand on Libra. We've got a king and so far, oh, it's looking pretty tough. It's looking pretty tough. You guys may be very harmonious with Libra and Aquarius as well this month. A little luck coming your way as well. Here you are, Aries, at the very center. It's very nice. I see harmony in work and deepening this understanding of love, compassion, and harmonious relationships through emotional, and it's, yeah, we can call it emotionally binding relationships, the ones that are fulfilling, being that supported and being supported and being supportive. That's the clear window that's coming through. And that's mostly in the nature of relationships. And speaking of relationships, let's have a look at our romance angel before I bid you adieu and bid you farewell, Aries. Remember, we've got the autumn equinox for those of us in the northern hemisphere coming on the 22nd, 23rd. And we have the harvest full moon coming up. I believe that's in Pisces, interestingly enough. So coming up as well, I think that's on the 14th. All right, but here we go. Yeah, give your relationship a chance, Aries. Work on your partnership. But this is, I feel it's coming from like going deep inside. And then you guys are expressing. You may, through this work, this is about communication. Being like, yes, I am capable of these emotional depths. I'm doing my best to work my hardest to be more expressive on these levels. And especially, you're going to find that, people coming your way and the people closest to you, as long as you're communicating clearly, they're going to respond very nicely to you. And again, ask for assistance. Ask for help. If like an emotion comes up or something feels uncomfortable, rest into it. Ask for spirit. Turn something over to spirit. And ask for a little. Be willing to receive that support from the unseen, the intangible, your spirit, your love team, Aries. And it should be a very good month for you. All right? Thanks again for watching, Aries. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a wicked awesome September, and we'll see you next month.